Good afternoon, welcome to Treasures and Adventures. I'm out by the Skyway bridge and I'm just out exploring, checking things out. So let's see what we find and see what we see. The raccoons are in town. Okay, I just found this. It's like a it's got almost crystals forming, but not quite. It's an older shell. Very old. There are some like this in Florida that have crystals all through them, so that's kind of cool. Usually not in this area, but obviously these were brought in from somewhere else. You can see here how they're embedded in the limestone. There's a lot of fossils in Florida. I may just end up hitting this area with my metal detector. I'll probably find a lot of trash, but it's worth a shot. You never know. You can see here how they dug these pieces of rocks, probably out of a mine, limestone pit. You can see the different levels there. It's pretty cool. Beautiful. And here's a little bit of druzy on the side of this one. You can see where people have been chipping it off, where the druzy is. There's a little bit of druzy in this one. Right there. A lot of these have been picked over. You can see we're starting to agatize there. Here's a piece chipped off that's starting to agatize. It's got that bluish, grayish tint to it. I tried polishing some of this, and unfortunately it's usually not solid all the way through, but this one might be workable, and we'll have to see. Here's a little cavity in this one. You can clearly see this stuff was mined and then brought in here to keep the waves from tearing up everything during storm surges. Pretty cool stuff though, especially if you can find a good one. Okay, here's a nice little piece with a little cavity right there, and I didn't have to work for this one, so that's kind of nice. Right out there's the Skyway bridge. Okay, here's another one of those grayish ones. Now I have found these in the past that had the grayish blue with a black druzy in it, and they are absolutely beautiful. You're not going to believe this, but I carry all my tools for my little treasure adventures. So I'm going to go see what I can find over here in these rocks. You can see somebody left their hammer. They were working on them. You can see this is all druzy right there. That's what everybody's after. Here's one with a little druzy vein going through it. You can see how they've been working it, chipping it off the rock. Kind of the same way that Indians used to make spears. This seems to be a little bit of a shady area. I've got people pulling off, and this guy over here pulled off a long time ago and is just sitting there staring at me in the car. So I think it's time to leave this area. Let's go see what else we can find. Okay, now a third car's pulled up and this guy's just standing out there. Notice how I have him on video? Okay, I'm now driving, and as soon as I pulled out, this guy started following me, which is really weird. I mean, he was there the whole time I was there, and the whole time I was there, I kept getting cat calls too. There's like an interstate right near where I was, so that was kind of concerning too, and I was feeling uneasy, so I left. Okay, I've gone like probably 8 miles and got off at an exit, and he got off at the same exit. So I'm gonna have to do some wiggle worm to get away from this guy. I have no idea who he is or how dangerous he might be. Okay, here's some of the rocks that I found today. I definitely have a rock problem, and I'll show you that in a minute. But here's the one with a little bit of druzy. And then this one. And this one has quite a bit of druzy. And then this one here is the one I told you about. They get agatized, these shells. I'll show you one that I'm talking about. You might have a rock problem if you got rocks everywhere. Some of these I got on the side of the road, some of them I got mining. But yeah, I definitely love my rocks. Here's another example of the coral being agatized. And sometimes if you find a big piece, it'll be like bluish gray with a little bit of druzy. And the druzy is black, so it's really beautiful. Okay, you can see I have a little bit of a problem with rocks. Just a little bit. I do love my rocks. Okay, the one that I'm talking about is this one right here. And this is a shell. You can see the piece of the shell, and it's got the agatite or the crystal inside. And I got this at a place called Ruck's Pit in Florida. But that's what I was talking about when I was telling you about the shell with the crystals. Pretty cool stuff. Not to mention all my other beauties. But yeah, that's one of my things I like to do is collect rocks. And rings that I find on the beach and stuff like that. As you can see, I pretty much have rocks everywhere. But my babies they needed out, so I brought them out. And I just wanted to tell you, thank you for watching. And I appreciate all the new subscribers. And I appreciate all of you. And don't forget to get outside and live. Thanks for watching.